Dad is home, and he heard the new Mortal Kombat just got announced. Let me tell you something, son. Daddy loves Mortal Kombat. He loves it very, very much. Just some history. I did not start out with the OG 2D fighting games of Mortal Kombat. I started out as a child of Midway in the 3D era. That's right. Maybe not the best era for many folk that are OGs, but I love it. I love Shaolin monks. Didn't really play Deadly Alliance. And funny story about Shaolin monks, I actually fucking hated it at first because I didn't necessarily grow up with the releases. I think I actually got into Mortal Kombat Deception, and I think that comes after Alliance and Shaolin monks, if I'm remembering correctly, because then after Deception, I think is Armageddon, right? And that was the last 3D one. That was the all-out type shit, you know. And Deception was lovely. Loving the conquest mode and all that good shit, you know. More specifically in Armageddon, I love the story mode in Armageddon because that was kind of like God of War like type shit. Not as, I don't think it was as dynamic with the combat system as God of War, but I did love the story for Armageddon. And so saying all that, then I went to Deadly Alliance. Kind of went backwards. So when it comes to like those games, Shaolin monks was kind of the last one I played, and I didn't know the type of style of game it was, so I started off hating it. Played it again years later, and I realized what it was, and it's like, okay, this shit is really cool. Thought Mortal Kombat was dead after Armageddon. MK9 comes out. I played the shit out of that game. Did not play MKX as much as 9. It's kind of when I was like out of high school and like out adulting, just trying to survive type shit, so I couldn't really play it like that. Played the shit out of MK11, not really online, but I did do the main story for MK11, and I did do Aftermath. And let's jump into MK1. I love the narration that Liu Kang is giving, and I love that this is one of those things where what the Matrix tried to do, but I think Mortal Kombat is actually going to do right. The reboot sequel, like, it's weird. It's not the, like, NetherRealm isn't rebooting the series per se. They are, but if you're looking at it conceptually and story-wise, it's Liu Kang that's doing it. So we got the same Liu Kang, but now I think, and the way Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm counting Aftermath, the way like all that shit ended, I don't think necessarily we're getting different characters. Like, I think these are the same, like, mentally and like quote unquote spiritually, these are the same characters that we left off with in MK11. They're just being put into different versions of themselves in this new world that, you know, Fire God Liu Kang has created, you know? And so, like, when we haven't seen Jack, Sonya, we haven't seen any of these people yet. I assume we may get them, I don't know. But I think it's going to be the same characters we know. They're just in this new world that Fire God Liu Kang has made. You know, everybody's saying that this is a CGI trailer, but I really wouldn't be surprised if the main game pretty much looks like this. I mean, just look at MK11. Like, MK11 and Call of Duty are kind of, at least Infinity Ward's Call of Duty, they're kind of in the same pool now where you can only visually get better by so much at this point. So what they really have to start doing now is like, how are we going to, kind of like what Capcom's doing with Street Fighter 6, like how are we now going to expand the game just itself beyond visuals? Like we're at the best we're at right now. Like, how we can't really get better visually, so what are we going to do to make this truly feel like something? And the new assist, the cameo fighters, that's something I'm very interested in. I saw some other YouTubers talking about this, how they're, and I looked at the shit online too, how these fighters apparently are going to be very unique to, so I don't know if, I assume NetherRealm is smart if this system is how me and some other people are thinking. Like, if it's characters separate from the main roster, like OG, like characters that people just love and want to play as mains, like, are we gonna get like Havoc as an assist character? Are we gonna get Darius as an assist character? You know, like like, are characters like Goro gonna be cameo characters now? And like, this is very confusing. And like, some people were saying like cameo, like some people are saying like, are Sub-Zero and people like Melina going to be like, no, that would be, I think that would cause more outrage than just waiting for Melina to come in DLC. Like, I think people would be more pissed that Melina's launching with the game, but you can't main her. You can only have her as an assist character. I think people would be more pissed off at that than having to wait 6 months to just play her in general. So, I don't know what this is. I would honestly just prefer an assist system where any character can be an assist. I don't know. I just want to see how they do it, you know? Like, if they're going to bring in characters to be assist characters like mocap, then it's like, okay, fine. Like, I don't think anybody's going to argue mocap being an assist character. I don't think anyone's going to argue Dramen being an assist character. Or Meat being an assist character. You know, motherfuckers like that. I don't think people are really going to bat an eye at. But I'm not going to spend too much time on that. What they did say now is, though, a new immersive story that we just haven't seen before in Mortal Kombat. And here's what I hope that means. Probably asking way too much, but here's what I hope that means. If it's not going back to an Armageddon-style conquest mode with expanded combat and, like, skill trees to, like, do shit with the characters, if we're not doing shit like that, then I pray to God it's going to be this it's probably not going to happen, y'all. But just imagine if we got like a conquest mode, like a story mode for Mortal Kombat. You can still have it be cinematic, but with the gameplay and combat style of God of War and God of War Ragnarok. Just imagine that. Being able to going out, third person view of Scorpion, and you can like level up his swords, you can level up his spear and shit, you can level up his, like, you can level up, essentially you can like put skill trees on his special moves now. And you can like level up his fire teleportation. You could do so much with that and just blow that shit out the water. And if people want to sit here and say, oh, they're copying God of War, who gives a fuck? Some of the best shit in the world is copied from other stuff. Who cares? Like, and then like if they're going to do classic, how you skip around on multiple characters, imagine having that on multiple characters. Now, here's the thing I'm mainly interested in, though. They showed Raiden, but he's mortal Raiden, because the only god now is Liu Kang. So, I don't know if he's the only god, but, you know, Raiden gave him his godly powers. What does that mean? How is Raiden gonna play? Is Liu Kang gonna end up like, okay, you're gonna have to like take some of this shit back? You're not gonna be a god, but you can have your electric powers at the least. Like, how is this gonna work? I'm very interested. And another thing I'm interested in, and I'm kind of scared of, if this is a reboot sequel, quote unquote, I don't just want OG characters. I don't want characters that we just know, even from the 3D era, if that makes sense. I still wouldn't mind seeing some original characters that they can bring in. Because the original characters that they brought in MK11 weren't bad. I just think they couldn't be fleshed out as much due to the combat system of the game that they were placed in. Whatever that, the element chick was, Centurion, you don't have to bring her back. But, like, Garrus, like, the time shit, that was cool. I don't mind if he comes back in some type of way. Chronica, I don't care. She can just be dead. But, I'm interested to see, like, what type of new characters they bring into the story, if any. I might actually take that back. If any new characters that we do see are ones from the Midway era, that we haven't seen literally since those games, I think that's fine. I hope this means we're gonna get Smoke back. And not as Triborg Smoke either. I know people love Triborg Smoke, but I prefer human Smoke. MK9, that was my nigga. Sorry. But that doesn't, I do want Cyrax and Sector back though. Sector, sorry. I do want those two back. Ermac, of course. But yeah, man, that assist me thing, that is the assist characters, it's exciting, but it's kind of scary because they're calling them cameo characters, and if they're good, I don't know, man. I'm just a little nervous about that. I think it's gonna be cool, but I don't know. Fatalities, though, I don't know. I have a feeling, because when we were sorry y'all, got a message from my mama, but because when we were seeing most of the fatalities, it was Shang Tsung killing everybody. So I don't know if they really showed, like, I don't know, I don't really necessarily think those are going to be all of his, because then all we saw was Liu Kang do one to him. Now, I do think that is a Liu Kang fatality, and that shit was tight. And I guarantee you, fidelity-wise, graphic-wise, all that shit, I'm pretty sure this game and the fatal blows, if that system's returning, I hope it does. If those are going to come back in like the fatalities, I'm pretty sure those are going to look like damn near close to the CG trailer. Like, I really don't doubt that at all. But I'm excited, man. I hope Quan Chi comes back. I love Quan Chi. I know a lot of motherfuckers out there don't like him, but man, I love Quan Chi. He was cool as shit in MKX, and I absolutely loved him in 9. But I know the story is going to be different. I know that for a fact. But I just really do hope we get some shit, like, combat-wise, that's along the lines of, like, the new God of War games, man. Just something like that. Like, there's visceral third-person combat. Like, oh my gosh. I'm not a game developer, and, like, this is all really going off the top of my head. Like, if I had it written down, like, it wouldn't sound jumbled. But, like, you could still keep the special moves to the D-pad, you know? And that's how you would activate it. Oh, man. Oh, there's so much shit you could do, like putting a skill tree on some of the special moves that I'm thinking of with these characters, bro. Like, oh my god, I couldn't even imagine. What if they're doing like a world tour type shit like Street Fighter is? Like, what if Shang Tsung... Before we get into that, I do think this story is going to follow... Like, you're mainly going to... Like, what you're going to be following is going to be Fire God Liu Kang's ending from Aftermath. But the threat is going to be some fucking timeline where Shang Tsung got that ending. So, I don't exactly remember his ending and how it goes before the credits roll and all that. But I'll probably go watch it before the game comes out. And I'm pretty sure whatever that ending is, that's, like, what you'll need to, like, remember to know, like, what his motive is in this game. And what he's going to be doing. Because I'm assuming his old self, you know, or young self, I don't know. God damn. Yeah, I got to go back and watch, bro. Shit. But, yeah, man, I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Going back to the World Tour idea, because they did confirm, I don't know if it was a leak or if it was straight up confirmed, but Johnny Cage is going to be in the game. So that's what makes me wonder, like, about, like, a world tour type situation with Mortal Kombat. Like, if you're going to be in, like, you start out in, like, Asia or somewhere with the homeboys, Raiden and all them. And then we'll jump to, like, Hollywood with, like, the fuck's his name? Johnny Cage. It's going to be cool. And, like, maybe jump somewhere else to, like, a military base. And, like, Iraq, like, we can go there for like Sonya and shit. And, like, what if this is a reboot to where, what if we don't get Jax until, like, a DLC or something? Because if I remember correctly, their hatred, Kano and Sonya's hatred, started because Kano betrayed her, right? Or, like, he killed one of her partners. They could run with that type of shit. Like, maybe if they wanted to reboot their story in that type of way, they could, like, have them be partners instead for now. I don't know. And then, like, we could see that betrayal happen or something. I don't want to see some shit to where, like, Kano's her partner and then Jax is the asshole bad guy. I don't want to see no shit like that. But, I think whatever they're going to do, I can't wait. Next gameplay shit, I can assume we're probably going to see something at... We'll probably see something at the PlayStation Showcase. So if I remember correctly, they've always shown something. Whenever NetherRealm was ready to show something, it was always at a PlayStation Showcase. So that's only in a couple weeks. And you already know they got gameplay ready. The fucking game comes out September. So, yeah, man, it's going to be sick. Well, I hope y'all have a great day. I'm going to go into work. I just wanted to get my thoughts in on that before I went in. I can't wait to play this fucking game. Yeah, man. Y'all take it easy. Daddy's home. Get dinner ready. And get the goddamn PlayStation on. Because you're next. Yeah!